And, you know, now that I look back on it, now that we know what the verdict is, I think that I got snookered a little bit by a lot of the defense attorneys who I would talk to every night who would say, oh, you know, there's all these doubts, there's this. And I kept thinking, people would say to me, well, do you think he did it? And I'd say, well, yeah. Do you think he's going to be convicted? And I'd say, well, I'm not sure. I think it might be a hung jury because of all these questions. I want to play the sound. This is Alex Murdaugh, because I think his testimony is what this case is all about, right? And I think now being able to look back at his testimony, think about what he said, this is the time, this is number 12, this is where Murdaugh admits that he lied. This is the first time in court where he's basically saying, yes, it was me.
Were you, in fact, at the kennels at 8:44 p.m. on the night Maggie and Paul were murdered?
I was.
Did you lie to SLED Agent Owen and Deputy Laura Rutland on the night of June 7th and told them that you stayed at the house after dinner?
I did lie to them.
Did you lie to Agent Owen and Agent Croft on the follow-up interview on June 10th that the last time you saw Maggie and Paul was at dinner?
I did lie to them.
And in the interview of August 11th, did you tell Agent Owen and Agent Croft, did you lie to them by telling them that you were not down at the kennels on that night?
Yes.
Wow, I'll say one thing. He's a darn good liar. Yeah. You know, I mean, as far as liars go, I mean, he's very good at it.
Con man's gonna con. That's why he took the stand. He thought he could do it again. He can manipulate people.
But you even made the point. You felt that he had to take the witness stand, didn't you? Because somebody had to explain why they had this video with his voice at the crime scene within minutes of the murders.
Perhaps, but I don't know if he helped himself by taking the stand, because his explanation was full of holes. He said, oh, I was paranoid. The opioids made me paranoid of law enforcement. Meanwhile, here's a guy who shows his badge to anyone who will look, you know, has it hanging out of his pocket when he goes to the hospital after the boating accident, has it in his car, even has blue lights that he installed himself. He's a wannabe cop. He's a former prosecutor. He's not paranoid of cops. And if he really was that paranoid to lie from day one about something so important, would he be so paranoid to kill his family?
Let me play another piece of sound. This is cross-examination. This is number 6, where Murdaugh is challenged about lying and his explanation of him being an addict.
So you said in this interview that it clicked that I'm going to lie about the most important fact that I know?
Based on my distrust of SLED and getting in that interview, and I'm not positive about this, but I believe when he asked me, you know, about my relationship with my wife and my son, I believe that's when I decided to lie.
But I'm not positive. Out when you had the GSR too, because that's what you testified to yesterday.
That certainly contributed.
And your dope paranoia too. You said that as well, correct?
Well, those things are what triggered the paranoia that started as my addiction evolved.
Dave Aronberg's like yelling at the screen here for a second, but I want to just, I'll get you in a second, but I just want to ask Sara Azari. Sara, do you think he made a mistake in retrospect? Now you have all the information, now you know the jury's verdict. Do you think he made a mistake by taking the witness stand?
I do. And Dave and I, we had talked about this case on other shows, and we were on the same page that he really does need to testify. He needs to, you know, explain himself, etc. But boy, do I regret it. I think that he dug a hole for himself. And you could have cut that clip right after, you know, Jim asked him, you know, were you there? Did you lie about it? It was done after that. I really, you know, I think, I don't, you know, obviously I'm reading the tea leaves. I don't think that this jury bought the motive just because it was so bizarre and tenuous. But the backdrop of the con man, of the lying, of the stealing was absolutely important because it amplified this lie. Not only this is circumstantial evidence of consciousness of guilt, but it's like this dude is a prolific liar, you know? So if you took that away, maybe this could be explainable a little bit, you know?
All right, Dave, I'm going to give you your opportunity to rail on whatever you were watching, but it sounds like what Sara is saying is that you also have sort of shifted your story in saying she's suggesting that you've been saying you had to take the witness stand.
Well, Sarah and I did discuss it. I'm a prosecutor, and so I like when defendants take the witness stand because they go in there all cocksure. They're going to snow the jury, but they usually are not as smart as they think they are.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.